helped me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I felt the first crack in my chest a moment the way to place a dessert on our table and whispered a soft, cheerful happy birthday to her, nodding at the woman seated 2 tables away. A woman I didn't know. A woman laughing, leaning forward as a man slid a velvet box toward her. A woman celebrating on the same night my husband and I were supposed to be honoring 18 years of marriage. The same night he insisted we couldn't postpone, even when I begged to reschedule after a brutal week at work. The same night he had chosen. The exact date. I watched him freeze for a fraction of a second, the kind of stillness only guilt can carve into a person. He smiled too quickly, lifting his glass, trying to pretend the moment hadn't sliced through our little pocket of candlelit romance and spilled something darker across the table. "What's wrong?" I asked, though my pulse was already answering for him. "Nothing. Just thinking." His eyes darted toward the woman. Not long enough to be obvious. Just enough for me to feel the shift beneath the floorboards of my life. Her laughter rose again, warm and careless. It struck me harder than it should have. For a moment, I told myself I was overreacting. I was tired, paranoid, hungry, emotional, any excuse to avoid the truth that was tapping its fingers against the back of my skull. But I noticed how tense his jaw became when her birthday cake arrived. I noticed how he kept his left hand under the table, as though hiding a tremor. I noticed how he avoided looking directly at her, the way someone avoids staring at a fire they started and now fear. "Do you know her?" I asked softly. He blinked. "Who?" "The woman with the cake." He shook his head too fast. "No. Why would I?" I didn't answer, because the sinking in my stomach was already beginning to form a shape I recognized but didn't want to face. When the waiter stepped away, I leaned forward, studying his eyes, the tiny muscles shifting beneath his skin. I searched for the husband I had loved since I was 23. I found a stranger wearing his face. I swallowed hard. "Our anniversary dinner. You picked this date. You insisted. Why?" He hesitated, and that hesitation was an admission. My mind pressed backward through the years, replaying memories with a new lens. The business trips that always fell around mid-month. His sudden enthusiasm for grooming, the cologne change, the phone mysteriously face down, the late-night messages he dismissed as work stress. I had explained it all away because love makes fools out of intelligent women. I felt heat rise in my chest. "Tell me the truth." His fingers twitched. For a second, I thought he would lie again, but something inside him broke. He lowered his eyes. His voice cracked. "She used to be someone I knew. A long time ago." My heart squeezed. "Used to be? Or still is?" The woman lifted her glass in a toast to the man she sat with. Their hands brushed, familiar and easy. His smile was soft, intimate. It wasn't a new affair. It was a comfortable one. "She," he whispered, shame etched into every syllable. "She's someone I shouldn't have seen again. Someone I should have cut off years ago." I felt the world tilt. "Years." He flinched. All the air left my lungs. 18 years. 18 anniversaries. And this one had been a lie wrapped in ritual. He reached for my hand, but I pulled it away. My voice felt like it belonged to someone stronger than me. "How long?" He swallowed. 5 years. The number struck me like a blow. 5 years. 5 years of I love you. 5 years of planning holidays, paying bills, growing older together. 5 years of believing we were a team, a partnership, a marriage. I couldn't breathe. "No," I whispered. "No. We were fine. We were good. We were struggling," he said quietly. I felt distant, lost. "So you found her." He winced but didn't deny it. And something inside me, something old and loyal and exhausted, finally snapped. I stood up, the chair scraping sharply across the floor. People turned. He reached out, eyes wide, desperate. "Please," he whispered, "don't do this here." But I had been quiet for too many years. I had swallowed too many doubts. I had dismissed too many warning signs. I had trusted blindly because I believed loyalty safeguarded you from the people you loved. I spoke with a calmness I didn't feel. "You spent 5 years sharing a calendar with her while celebrating anniversaries with me. Tonight wasn't a coincidence. It was a habit. His face crumpled. I'm sorry. I believed he meant it. I also knew it didn't matter. I took one last look at the woman whose birthday now carried the weight of my anniversary. She didn't glance our way. Why would she? She already had what she wanted. I stepped away from him, each stride steady, painful, but forward. When I reached the door, I paused, touching the frame as if anchoring myself. I didn't turn around, but I said one final thing. This marriage ends tonight, and for the first time in years, so do my doubts. Then I walked out into the night, letting the cool air wrap around me like a beginning instead of an ending.